Brigadier Arthur Valerian Wellesley, 8th Duke of Wellington, KG, LVOOBE, MC, styled Marquess of Douro between 1943 and 1972, was a senior British peer and a brigadier in the British Army. His main residence was Stratfield Saye House in Hampshire. He was a member of the House of Lords from 1972 until 1999, losing his seat by the House of Lords Act. Background and education. Wellington was born in Rome, Italy, on the 2nd of July 1915, the son of Gerald Wellesley, 7th Duke of Wellington, and Dorothy Violet, daughter of Robert Ashton. He was known by the courtesy title Marquess of Douro from 1943 when his father succeeded in the dukedom on the death of his nephew. He attended Eton before going up to New College, Oxford. Military career. Wellington was commissioned a second lieutenant in the Territorial Army in 1936, and was commissioned with the same rank in the British Army Reserve in 1939. In 1940, he was given a full commission as a second lieutenant in the Royal Horse Guards Regiment, with the service number 68,268. He served in the Second World War with the 1st Household Cavalry Regiment in the Middle East and Italy, during which time he was awarded the Military Cross and promoted to the war substantive rank of captain. Following the war, the 1st Household Cavalry Regiment disbanded, and he returned to Royal Horse Guards, where he was promoted to lieutenant in 1946, and advanced to the rank of captain on later in that year. He received successive promotions to major in 1951, and to lieutenant colonel in 1954, rising to command of his regiment. Seeing service in Cyprus between 1956 and 1958, he was appointed an officer of the Order of the British Empire in 1958. He then moved to the Household Cavalry Regiment, which he began commanding in 1959. Promoted to colonel in 1960, he commanded the 22nd Armoured Brigade, served as Commander, Royal Armoured Corps in the 1st Corps of the British Army of the Rhine, and became Defence Attaché to Spain in 1964. He retired from the Army in 1968 and was granted the honorary rank of Brigadier. Honorary appointments. Wellington was appointed the Colonel-in-Chief of the Duke of Wellington's regiment in 1974, making him the only non-royal Colonel-in-Chief. After its absorption into the Yorkshire Regiment, he was appointed Deputy Colonel-in-Chief of the new regiment. He was also Deputy Colonel of the Blues and Royals and an honorary Colonel of the 2nd Battalion, Wessex Regiment. Later life and death. Wellington was involved in business as a director of Massey Ferguson Holdings Limited from 1967 to 1989 and of Motor Iberica from 1967 to 1999. He was appointed a deputy lieutenant of Hampshire on 18 April 1975. Through his final year, the Duke continued to conduct public engagements, most recently at the Order of the Garter Investiture, the 16th of June 2014. Wellington died peacefully at his home, Stratfield Saye Estate, near Basingstoke, on New Year's Eve 2014, 6 months before the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo, and 7 months before his 100th birthday. Marriage and issue. Wellington was twice engaged to Lady Rose Paget, the daughter of Charles Paget, 6th Marquess of Anglesey, who eventually married the Hon. John Francis McLaren. On 28 January 1944 he married Diana Ruth McConnell, only daughter of Major General Douglas McConnell CBE, of Knockdolian, Colmonel, at St. George's Cathedral in Jerusalem. With Diana, he had 5 children: Arthur Charles Valerian Wellesley, 9th Duke of Wellington, 10th Duke of Ciudad Rodrigo, married to the Princess Antonia of Prussia and has issue 2 sons, 3 daughters, 2 granddaughters and 3 grandsons. Lord Richard Gerald Wellesley, who lives on his maternal grandfather's estate Knockdolian. He married Joanna Sumner on the 14th of July 1973 and they were divorced. They have 2 daughters. Natasha Doone Wellesley. She married Tom Halliday on the 20th of October 2007. They have 1 son, Samuel George Halliday. Davinia Chloe Wellesley. Lady Jane Wellesley. Lord John Henry Wellesley. He married Corinne Vies on the 7th of May 1977. They have 2 children, Gerald Valerian Wellesley, Alexandrina Sophia Wellesley. She married James Blunt on the 6th of September 2014. Lord James Christopher Douglas Wellesley. He married Laura Wedge in 1994 and they were divorced in 2005. They have 1 daughter. He remarried Emma Nethercott on the 26th of July 2005. They have 3 children: Eleanor Rose Wellesley, Oliver Valerian Wellesley, Skye Joanna Wellesley. She has Rett syndrome. Isla Diana Wellesley. Wellington was the elder brother of the socialite Lady Elizabeth Clyde and the uncle of the actor and musician Jeremy Clyde. Titles and styles. The 2nd of July 1915, 16 September 1943. Valerian Wellesley, ESQ. The 16th of September 1943 to 4 January 1972, Marquess of Douro. The 4th of January 1972 to 31 December 2014, His Grace the Duke of Wellington, His Serene Highness the Prince of Waterloo, the Most Excellent the Duke of Ciudad Rodrigo, His Excellency the Duke of the Victory. Apart from his British titles, Wellington held the hereditary titles of 8th Prince of Waterloo of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and Duke of the Victory of the former Kingdom of Portugal, with its subsidiary titles Marquess of Torres Vedras and Count of Vimero. He was the 9th Duke of Ciudad Rodrigo of the Kingdom of Spain, but on the 10th of March 2010 he ceded the Spanish dukedom to his eldest child, Charles Wellesley, Marquess of Douro. In accordance with Spanish procedure, Lord Douro petitioned formal claim to the title with the Spanish authorities. King Juan Carlos of Spain, through his minister, granted the succession of the dukedom to Douro on the 21st of May 2010. Honours and decorations. On the 26th of December 1941, as Second Lieutenant Wellesley, Wellesley was awarded the Military Cross in recognition of distinguished services in the Middle East during the period February 1941 to July 1941. Wellington was appointed a member of the Royal Victorian Order on the 15th of March 1952. Membership was redesignated lieutenant in 1984, thus adjusting his post-nominal letters to LVO. He was made an officer of the Order of the British Empire on the 7th of February 1958 in recognition of distinguished services in Cyprus for the period, the 1st of July to the 31st of December, 1957. In April 1990, he was further honoured by the Queen as a Knight of the Garter. His foreign honours include appointments as Officer of the Legion d'Honneur, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of St. Michael of the Wing of Portugal, and Knight Grand Cross of the Order of Isabel Católica of Spain. Wellington is also an officer of the Most Venerable Order of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem. Wellesley has been elected a Fellow of King's College London. Ancestry.